What really makes you smile?
What else will make a woman smile if not money? Money. What makes me smile? Money. Just wire me money. Give me money. Keep giving me money. Just keep giving me money.
Jesus Christ.
This is Banking on Love, where people talk about money on their first dates. They will pick from the deck of love cards on the table and ask their date a question. It could go great or not so great. Well, let's see who's compatible and who's not. Welcome to Banking on Love.
These are the moments when we recount the years to ask, whose dreams did we hold close enough to hear, even as a whisper? In 30 years we said, you can hold our promise as bond. We built our foundation on these pillars: education, environment, community, art. We adopted schools to call our own, put books back in the rightful hands of children, rebuilt libraries for them to love. We said you read, said you imagine, the whole world is waiting. We captured the stars in the eyes of athletes, their feet afford rhythm on greener grass, bodies glistening like black gold in the sun. We made what was forgotten new again. We turned waste to play, waste to style, and remembered that discarded does not mean destroyed. We wrapped the heart of a child in orange ribbon and said, this too is a gift. On Massey Street, we covered babies with our care and breathed new life into the walls. On streets across the world, we said, there is no room for hunger here. This is how small changes transform the world. Call the artists, our voice, our conscience, the keepers of culture, creators who tell our stories with food and fashion. Turn whatever their hands can touch into something more. Indigenous as global, global as homegrown, put the women behind the lens. Pull the dusty manuscripts from their shelves, pull the art into hollowed halls to sit beside the greats, pin our image to canvas and render us immortal. Remind us who we were and how many times we said, yes, there's hope for you here, where we bank on people, where we count on unseen potential. We dare to build from the very idea that dreaming is a fundamental human right, so dream bigger. Dream for a community of people who know that wealth is built by our own hands. Ask us now at 30. Ask us again in 30 more. Was this the founder's dream? Are these the promises made to enrich, transform, restore? Is this what was built with just passion and people? We will answer without flinching. We followed the orange rule and found the beating heart of a people. And we would do it all over again.
Will you spend up to 50% of your salary on rent? Will you spend up to 50% of your salary on rent?
On rent?
Yep. Yep.
I don't live above my means.
Okay.
Sugar. So, if my earnings or what I get, I have to slash it by 50% to pay my rent. Nah, I can't do that.
I think I will actually do the same, depending on my salary. Yes. But if if my salary is actually small, I have to stock up food first before I die. Yes, so I have to stock up food. What are you telling me? 50% for my rent? How?
Okay, wait, hold on. So you get paid, and the next thing you get is food. No, I'm not saying I agree with you, but don't you have other bills to pay? I mean,
I just told you food.
Food.
I say food.
Wow. Okay, I respect you. I respect that. Yeah, 50% of my salary goes to my house rent, other expenses. Yeah, because if I don't do that, I don't think I'll ever have peace of mind. I don't think so.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. I can spend 50% of my salary on rent for the both of us if we are in a relationship.
How do you feel about joint or separate bank accounts between us?
Could it work?
You don't want.
I guess you should say on period. Can work.
Why?
Why should we share the same bank account? Why? Why?
Are you not my baby again?
But that doesn't mean that's my So that means you can actually have access to my accounts. Take because you're my baby.
Take permission before taking anything that belongs-
Even if it's permission, I will say no. I mean, if you need something from me, I could wire you transfer. It's no big deal. But we sharing the same bank account now. Come on.
What could possibly go wrong?
Two things. No, let me just say one thing, for example. Women don't know how to spend.
That is not true.
You could just wake up one morning now, yeah? And your friend just puts on a status, I bought this bag, and be like, you know what? I'll buy it. And my man has the money. And so see, you guys don't have to spend at some point. There are some people that know how to spend, but I don't want to take that risk.
You don't want the risk.
Nah.
But I take the risk with me.
I'm not taking.
If we were to win a sudden windfall of money, what would be the first 3 things you'd do and why?
Number one thing I would do is build my brand first. So as you know, I'm into catering and I've always had plans expanding my brand and all. So I think that should be the number one thing I should do. And number two is get myself a nice accommodation, a nice house, because this place I'm living, I'm no longer comfortable. There's this kind of lifestyle I want. So get myself a house and others can follow, buy a car, the likes.
One, my family. They
You
just
send money to them.
yes. I
How
don't
many
need to land.
percent of money then you send to them?
Let's just assume it depends on the money I actually won.
Let's
Yes,
say we
but
won.
one, my family.
Okay. All right.
Yes, my family are definitely going to benefit from it. And two,
Food.
they are going to benefit from the money. That's what I said.
You give
I'm
them
not-
money. What would their benefits? Okay, I get
Yes.
you. I get you.
So two,
Food.
the streets. Yes, I want a motherless baby home.
For real.
Yes, you see that. You see that I really I want it. And three, my poultry farm.
Oh.
I want it like big. And if you're actually there in the picture, I will definitely make you smile.
Can I say a couple of things?
Okay.
First off, it says if we,
If we.
Me and you.
Oh, you and I, really?
yes,
Oh, you and I.
were to win. But before we get there, so you're here right now and I tell you, hey babe, we just got 30 million naira.
Okay.
You're telling me the first thing that comes to your head is to build brand.
Yeah, I'll build my brand though, no verse.
The first actual thing that comes to your head.
For me, build my brand.
Okay, so
I don't know your plans.
how does your brand help me? Because it is our money. So how does your brand help me?
My brand will help you in so many ways because I don't have to ask you for everything. I don't necessarily need to ask you for everything. There are some things I can do on my own, do for the kids, our kids coming up. I can do for them. You don't need to do them.
In your opinion, who should bear most of the household expenses?
To you, what is most?
Yeah, most probably 60-40. 60-40%. So who's going to take 60? Who's going to take 40? Who's going to take 70? Who's going to take 30?
Well, I stay 100.
100. Oh, that's
Because I grew up in a family where when my daddy doesn't have, my mom comes through full time.
cool. Yeah.
When my mommy doesn't have, my daddy comes through full time. And
even with school fees, which is something most people would say, oh, it's only for the men.
Yeah.
I could remember how many times mommy had to pay my school fees because my dad, not that my dad did not want to pay, but at that point he didn't have, my mommy had to pay the school fees, and he didn't have to pay her back. We'll move on next. Do you understand? So that's the kind of family I grew up, and I see that as a very workable union.
Yeah.
Because if we say 60-40, unless you might want to do the 100, of course I'll be a baby girl for life and rest. Right? But if in real life situation where, okay, sometimes things, I would come through for my family.
Sure.
At the end of the day is what works. Can we wake up the next day together?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I can't let you be bothered about the household expenses like groceries, personal care, but your personal needs self. If it's some, I'll still tend to afford them. Then the minor ones, the minor ones you need, so you afford it to your own self. So, like, it all boils down to me. I'll bear the expenses. That's fine.
You?
Why do you think so?
Of course.
I don't disagree, but why do you think so?
You should.
I know I should, but why do you think so?
You should take care of me.
I want to know why.
Okay, you're supposed to take care of me. You are the man here. Yes, you are the man here. So you are supposed to be taking care of me. Not like as if I'm not going to like add or do some things, but you are supposed to do more, right?
Yeah, you're right. And I'll do more. So just a question.
More, not just more. Like
more. What do you mean more?
I don't understand.
If I'm doing
you
more,
take care of me.
I will take care of you
Take
now,
good
but if
look
I'm
at
doing
me.
more, what would you do?
I will do more now.
You said more, like you are going somewhere. You said, no. You meant I can keep doing and doing. That's what you meant. You said you will do, but me, I will keep on doing. Abi, no, I'm not disagreeing with you, but
So what about you? What is your opinion?
I don't have any opinion. I mean, I agree with you. I could do more for you, like way more than you even expect. So, but what if I'm a car business, right? And I'm also into real estate. That's like a side hustle. So I just want to know, what if there comes a time where money doesn't come in quick? Not like it's not gonna come, but things are just moving kind of slow at that moment, and there are some things that needs to be done in the house and everything. Would you come through just for that period of time, or you will wait for me?
Let me laugh first. See, I can only do that if you are kind. Previously.
So I'm not kind?
Wait, just calm down.
I'm calm.
If you're actually kind, a nice person, like I'm not just there because maybe I'm your girlfriend, or maybe you just bring in like your peanuts, and let me just give you money for hair because maybe you need it just once at times. You just give it to me and hair for peanuts.
Oh,
I won't do that. Even
for
though
real?
you're falling here. But if when the money was actually flowing very well and you put me as your second priority, because you might probably have a first priority and all that, I will do that. I will do more than enough. Yes.
So you're saying, okay.
What I'm saying is that
Okay.
I'll tell you blunt.
Okay.
If you don't do well, I'll not do well in your downfall.
What really makes you smile?
What makes me smile?
Seeing people smile make me smile.
I'm smiling, you're not smiling.
Yeah, seeing you smile makes me smile.
But you're not smiling.
Must I smile?
Okay, now you're smiling.
Yes,
but you didn't smile before.
You actually make me, like, because you said so, but seeing people smile make me smile.
What if...
I might not smile out loud, or maybe I might not just be laughing for you to know that, but inside of me.
Are you sure? So if another guy is smiling at you...
I want to smile. Gestures.
Gestures?
Yeah. I do thoughtful things, or because you are told, like, oh,
For example, I don't need to tell you that my wristwatch is old.
Yeah.
You were walking by, you saw that, the wristwatch is old, get it for her. It doesn't have to be gifts. I'm just saying, you doing thoughtful things.
Yeah.
That makes me smile.
What else will make a woman smile if not money? Money. What makes me smile? Money. Just wire me money. Give me money. Keep giving me money. Just keep giving me money.
Jesus Christ. So you just see money, start smiling.
Please, give me money. Are you surprised? You don't have to be, because there's no other thing that can make a woman smile if not money.
No, don't say that.
You don't have to keep sending me love messages every morning, night.
I think it is a you thing. It is not like a general thing for women. Just see money and start smiling. Don't you make money?
I do, but you can still give me
so
more.
why do
give me
you
more
necessarily
money.
have to wait for somebody to give you money for you to smile?
No, give me more money. More. I said more. Yes, more money.
So you don't see your loved ones and smile.
It's a separate thing entirely. Like, I
You
want
are in a
a
relationship.
separate thing.
You don't see your man and smile.
They play. Well, if my man is not giving me money, see, pack one side, I beg.
I'm done with my dates with Idris. It was actually nice, but not really my kind of man.
I really had a great time today. Like, it was amazing though. I really like her.
The time spent on this date was very, very exciting for me, and I must say that Nanai is a very good person. I could sense a very positive vibe around him, and I could sense that he would make a very good spouse for somebody. Well, not for me, because the age difference.
So yeah, my dates went very well. I like the vibe. She was giving the same energy as I was. It was going back and forth. It wasn't boring. We actually had this nice conversation. I liked it, to be honest.
That was a nice one with Glory. She was chill, she was good. But she was not hard for me. So just all over the place, basically. And she just wasn't hard.
Yeah, I did enjoy the date, but is it no at this point?
Me, I'm not really feeling that guy. Like,
I don't see any problem with us though, and I don't really think, we're supposed to even discuss like about finances in the relationship. But I'm glad we had that discussion, because now she knows and now I know.
I don't think talking about money should be the first thing. I don't, to my own perspective, I don't think so.
It's necessary. We need to talk about money on the first date, because we need to know where the relationship is going.
One of the things that just didn't sit well with me was the fact that there was money in like every sentence.
Discussing finance should not happen on the first date because people were brought up with different backgrounds. They might have different ideologies, they might have different perspectives to things. So I don't think it should happen on the first date, maybe the third.
Discussing money on the first date is actually a good thing, to be honest. So you know the kind of person you're going to like, the kind of person you're working with. You know, if it's somebody that you know that, okay, this will actually work out, this will not work out.
These are the moments when we recount the years to ask, whose dreams did we hold close enough to hear, even as a whisper? In 30 years, we said, you can hold our promise as bond. We built our foundation on these pillars: education, environment, community, art. We adopted schools to call our own, put books back in the rightful hands of children, rebuilt libraries for them to love. We said, you read, said you imagine, the whole world is waiting. We captured the stars in the eyes of athletes. Their feet afford rhythm on greener grass, bodies glistening like black gold in the sun. We made what was forgotten new again. We turned waste to play, waste to style, and remembered that discarded does not mean destroyed. We wrapped the heart of a child in orange ribbon and said, this too is a gift. On Massey Street, we covered babies with our care and breathed new life into the walls. On streets across the world, we said, there is no room for hunger here. This is how small changes transform the world. Call the artists, our voice, our conscience, the keepers of culture, creators who tell our stories with food and fashion. Turn whatever their hands can touch into something more. Indigenous as global, global as homegrown, put the women behind the lens. Pull the dusty manuscripts from their shelves, pull the art into hollowed halls to sit beside the greats, pin our image to canvas and render us immortal. Remind us who we were and how many times we said, yes, there's hope for you here, where we bank on people, where we count on unseen potential. We dare to build from the very idea that dreaming is a fundamental human right, so dream bigger. Dream for a community of people who know that wealth is built by our own hands. Ask us now at 30. Ask us again in 30 more. Was this the founder's dream? Are these the promises made to enrich, transform, restore? Is this what was built with just passion and people? We will answer without flinching. We followed the orange rule and found the beating heart of a people. And we would do it all over again.